Hi everyone. The domain of my concept is related to creative co-learning. Well, the purpose of my project is to develop a set of effective programming learning equipments which can arouse people's enthusiasm for programming learning and help them learn programming skills efficiently through a more interactive teaching method. Well, in my current concept, I will provide users with different instruction cards, and each card contains a code fragment. What the users should do is to swap this card on the punch card reader, and the code fragment will be inserted into a web IDE to control the character's movement in the web-based game to complete different tasks. As for the physical part of my concept, it includes punch card reader, LED strip, punch cards, and LCD display. The punch card reader is used to read the data inside of the punch cards. The data will show on the LCD display for user to have a check. Well, each time the user swap a card, the LED strip will change its color to interact with people. Next, I will show you my prototype demo. At the beginning, the user will read the questions in the browser. This question is to fill the blank to get the result of 5. The user has 2 punch cards, and he has to think about which card to use. The user chooses the first punch card, and after he is swapping the card, you can see on the display the data changed. Then he pressed the insert button to fill the blank with the data, and then press the run button to get the result. He got 3, so the answer is not correct because he needs to get 5. So he tried again and using another card. The assignment statement on the display become var b equals a plus 3. So this time he got the correct answer. According to users' feedback, I made this user journey map. You can find the using process of this device and the changes of users' emotion during the process. You can also find the touch points and pain points when user interacted with this device in each step. Then I will talk about how to construct this prototype. At first, I made a punch card reader with acrylic board and cardboard, but it didn't work very well. Sometimes the connection is not stable. So I went to the UQ Innovate and using the tool there to make a wooden punch card reader. And this one works better. Then I start to install the LCD display, and finally I combine them together. Then I will introduce how I achieved these functions. This is the source code of my Arduino. The first 2 lines on the top are using for importing LED and LCD control library. And on the setup part, I set up the default value on LCD. In the loop function, the first part is used for assigning the data read by the punch card reader to the byte variable. This picture shows how the contact pins read the data of the punch card. When the pin above is not connected and the pin below is connected, it will read the binary number 0. And if both of the pins are connected, it will read the binary number 1. So if we change the binary number to decimal number, the 000 equals 0 and 111 equals 7. So in this if sentence, if byte equals to 0, it will return var b equals 2. But if byte equals to 7, it will return var b equals a plus 2. That is how the punch card reader gets the data from the punch card. Well, in terms of how can I send the data from Arduino to the browser, this library allows us to fetch the data from the Arduino port and show the data in the localhost API. As we can see in this picture, the first part gets the data through the Arduino port, and then it creates a local server as a port 8081 and shows the data there. If we want to have a check in the browser, we can just enter localhost 8081 and we can find the data was shown there. And then in the React, I create a function called getData and use that to fetch the data from the localhost 8081 to show it in the browser. Next, I will introduce my plan. Well, currently I can only allow the users to practice some simple code in this web-based IDE, and the game function have not been achieved yet. Well, so in the next stage, I will complete the game function so that the users can interact with the code in the IDE to control the movement of the character in the game. And I think now the interface of this website is not beautiful enough, and I think it will continue to be optimized in the next stage. Thanks for watching.